following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show from the Baldwin soccer pitch. Ryan Hilmer, Bryce Kessler, high up here top of the grassy knoll, ready for another soccer match here, and what should be a pretty good one between the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Spring Hill Broncos, two teams that are destined for deep runs into the postseason this year. Spring Hill comes into play 10-4 on the year, and the Baldwin Bulldogs 11-3-1. Both teams up at or near the top of their respective classifications rankings. The Bulldogs at Baldwin currently the number one seed on the east side of Class 4A, so they are primed to go into the postseason with a victory here today. This is their regular season finale. They would clinch that number one seed in the east. There's a chance that they would lose this match here today, depending on what Eudora does. That's who they're tied with right now atop the standings, and Eudora has one game left as well. But because of the goals against, which is the tiebreaker that eventually it goes down to between those two teams because they tied when they played in the regular season. So they're head-to-head, that's a wash, and then it would go to their goals against, which right now Baldwin is allowing just one goal against per game this year by virtue of their defense would be the number one seed. Now that's if they finish with the same record. So depending on what Baldwin does tonight and what Eudora does later this week on Thursday, I believe is their match, will determine that one seed. But Baldwin has their destiny in their own hands. A win in this game against Spring Hill secures themselves that top seed. I guess I should go with the one caveat, Ryan. If they give up about 20 goals here tonight, then that wouldn't work out that way necessarily. But for some reason, I'm thinking they're not going to give up 20 goals in this game, considering they've given up around, 16 so far this year. So probably not going to happen with the big number in this game. And Spring Hill, not a huge attacking team. They only average 2.5 goals per game. So expect this to be pretty low scoring, and both teams to really feel this game out and be decisive about their opportunity to attack. We don't expect to see both these teams really playing super aggressive, especially early on in this match. We'll talk about the history between these two teams. It's been a pretty good one here in recent years, and take a little deeper look at how these two teams have gotten to where they are right now at Spring Hill 10-4 and Baldwin 11-3-1 in a replay tonight. It is senior night as well for the Bulldogs here in their home regular season finale. They are going to get a home game when it comes to the postseason by virtue, again, of being the top seed right now in the East region. But this is the final regular season home game, so it is senior night for the 8 Baldwin Bulldogs who are recognized as seniors here tonight. We'll let you know who they are as well as we continue on here at the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. More to come right after this. You're watching Baldwin Soccer on Baldwin Sports Live. It's Baldwin and Spring Hill coming up on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open open your door to.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show, getting you set for Baldwin and Spring Hill soccer coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live as we take a look at our matchup. The visitors from Spring Hill, the Spring Hill Broncos. You see there how they've reached their current 10-4 record. They're 5-3 this year on the road. They come in with back-to-back victories. In their last two matches, a 10-0 victory over Paola on Thursday this past week, and on Monday, a 3-0 shutout over Ottawa. So back-to-back shutout victories to interplay for the Broncos, who lost 8 starters from last year's 13-3 team, and currently the number 4 team of the 5A East Region standings, just a half game ahead of 7th, though. So even though they're sitting pretty right now in 4th, they are not too far from falling all the way back down to that 7th spot. It's a tight group up there at the top of the 5A East Region standings right now. And they come into this game averaging 2.5 goals per game. They give up just 1.1 goals per game. Their goalkeeper, Otto Flack, is a senior who has 5 shutouts this year. Rocco Russo, a senior forward, leads the team in goals with 7. And they have a freshman who is their second leading goal scorer this year, Seth Lovett, who does not start for this team, or at least not today, is not starting for this team, but is their second leading goal scorer on the year. Caleb Bruckner is their third leading goal scorer at 5 goals, and he leads the team with 6 assists. He'll play both the forward and a midfielder spot for the Spring Hill Broncos under Eric Swartz. So it's been a pretty good year again for the Spring Hill Broncos, 10-4, as they are looking to take on the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight in what will be their second to last game of the regular season. They've got another one coming up Thursday against DeSoto, but it's another double-digit win season for the Broncos this year, and they are trying to spoil the Baldwin Bulldog senior night as the Dogs look to clinch that top seed in the East Region in Class 4A. We'll take a look at the Bulldogs schedule and how they got to where they are, and run down and recognize these seniors for you as well when we come back here on the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. It's Baldwin and Spring Hill coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality, with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. Almost ready for Baldwin and Spring Hill coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live as we take a look now at the Baldwin Bulldogs schedule so far. They're 11-3 in one season, 3 straight victories entering play tonight, including a shutout over Tonganoxie in their last game this past Thursday, a 1-0 shutout, one of 5 shutouts on the card this year for Caden Englert, their junior goalkeeper. And the Bulldogs, after losing 7 starters for last year's 11-6-1 regional championship team, have put together another 11 wins this year and are looking for their 12th win here in the regular season. And what is their regular season finale tonight against the Spring Hill Broncos? The Dogs averaging just a hair over 3 goals per game this year, and they're giving up just 1 goal per game as well. So both these two teams, Baldwin and Spring Hill, have been very good defensive teams this year, and we'll see which defense wins out of this one. Expect a pretty low-scoring game this time around. Last year they played a 2-1 double overtime game. The year before it was a 1-0 game. Both of those games were won by Spring Hill. So it has been low-scoring when these two teams have met here in the recent past, and we expect again today's match to be a pretty low-scoring one, but hey, you never know. It is very windy today. If that may play a factor, misjudge a ball here and there, maybe we'll see if that plays a role at all as Baldwin and Spring Hill get set to kick off here in just a few minutes from Baldwin. So that's going to do it for the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. When we come back, your starting lineups and the opening kickoff here as Baldwin and Spring Hill get set to get it underway here in Baldwin tonight on Baldwin Sports Live. You've been watching the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. Starters and kickoff next.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Welcome back to Baldwin City. It is the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Spring Hill Broncos. Coming up 10-4 for Spring Hill, 11-3-1 for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Final captains meeting finishing up here as we will get the starting lineups announced and then kick this one off on a very windy afternoon, but a very pleasant day otherwise. Temperatures in the mid-low 70s with that wind whipping across the field. So from the fan side over to the bench side of the field. But we'll take a look at our starters here in a moment. It is senior night for the Baldwin Bulldogs, so they recognized their 8 seniors prior to the game. And all 7 in that, you're saying, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. You said 8, now you said 7. All 7 will start because one of those seniors, Michael Garber, who has been hurt all year, has not been able to play at all this season, an all-league performer for them as center back all-leaguer. In his senior season this year, unfortunately, an injury prior to the season has kept him from being able to play. He is going to be an honorary starter for them tonight, so he will be on the pitch, take the pitch with the starters. But before that first whistle blows, obviously, they won't be able to play with 12, so he'll have to come back off. But they're going to give him the kind of that honorary start tonight. But the other 7 seniors who are able to play, not injured, will be starting in this game for the Baldwin Bulldogs. So, without further ado, let's take a look at those starting lineups, and they are brought to you by State Farm agent Cody Anno. Go see Cody and his team at 208 Baker Street in Baldwin City or call 785-594-0270, and they'll help you put together the perfect lineup of insurance coverage for auto, home, or life insurance, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno at State Farm in Baldwin City. For the visiting Spring Hill Broncos, Parker Simon, a freshman midfielder, TJ Randall, a freshman forward, Rocco Russo, their goal-scoring leader, a senior forward, Caleb Bruckner, a junior forward/midfielder, leads the team with 6 assists this year. Jacob Campos, a junior forward/midfielder. Jake Rainforth, a freshman defender. Luke Bunker, a senior defender. Zach Bruckner, a freshman defender. Jacob Bruckner, a junior midfielder. And Dennis Martinez, a sophomore midfielder. And in goal is a senior goalkeeper, Otto Flack, who has 5 shutouts this year. The head coach of the Broncos is Eric Swartz. You heard a bunch of freshmen mentioned in that starting lineup for Spring Hill. They have 6 freshmen on this varsity roster. 4 of those freshmen are starting, and the one of them who's not, a 5th one of those freshmen, is their second leading goal scorer this year, Seth Lovett. He'll come off of the bench in this game. So, very young team, but they have put together an 10-4 record this year, despite all that youth in this lineup for Eric Swartz Spring Hill Broncos. On the other side, for the Baldwin Bulldogs, their head coach Matthew McCune, assisted by Ryan Cox and Ben Engelken, 11-3-1 on the year. They've won 3 straight games. They are perfect. Well, I shouldn't say perfect. I guess there is a tie, but they are undefeated. 6 wins, 1 tie, no losses here at home this year. And the starting lineup tonight for Coach McCune looks like this. Devin Prather, 2-time second-team All-State defender, a senior, second on the team in goals. He is in the starting lineup tonight along with Colin Ediger, a senior forward who's got 2 goals on the year. Wyatt Bathke, senior midfielder with 1 goal this season. Jesse Hopper, a junior defender, has a pair of goals this year. Caleb Carr, who was honorable mention All-State last year as a sophomore. Now the junior season for Carr, the midfielder, leads this team in scoring. He's got 11 goals on the year. Utah Hester, a sophomore midfielder, 6 goals on the year. That's tied for 3rd on the team. Zane Pollock, a senior defender, has 1 goal this year. Charles Pittman, a senior midfielder. Jack Boyle, a senior defender. And Francisco McGinnis, a senior midfielder, who is tied for 3rd on the team with 6 goals this season. And in goal for the Bulldogs is junior goalkeeper Caden Englert, who, like his goalkeeping counterpart in this game tonight, both with 5 shutouts this season for those 2 junior, or in case of Englert, junior goalkeeper, and it's Flack, a senior goalkeeper for the Broncos. So there you go, your starting lineups, brought to you by State Farm insurance agent Cody Anno. And again, the one senior not in that lineup, Michael Garber, he will take the pitch to start this game for the Bulldogs as an honorary starter. You can see him out there lined up in that starting lineup for the Bulldogs. And right in there next to his goalkeeper, Caden Englert. These 2 teams last year took extra time to decide the winner. It was a 2-1 victory in Spring Hill for Spring Hill. A PK late in that second overtime. the difference maker for Spring Hill, who won 13 games a year ago. Bulldogs, an 11-win team last year, won the region championship, and they've got their eyes set on not only another region championship this year, but perhaps even more, as they are currently the number 1 seed in the East region right now, and they can clinch that number 1 seed. This is their final regular season game. They can clinch that with a victory in this game against Spring Hill. With a loss, it would take a Eudora victory, and even with a loss, if Eudora would lose, then Baldwin would still take that top seed in the East region. But 1 or 2, either way, you're still going to be sitting pretty going into the postseason. So the Bulldogs certainly like where they are at right now. So they're going to play the national anthem, and while they do that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back for the opening kickoff right after this.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Baldwin and Spring Hill coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live. Let's take a look now at, we already did the starting lineups. How about the opening kickoff? It's brought to you by Baldwin City's Recreation Commission. Make plans to join BCRC in downtown Baldwin coming up this Saturday, October 23rd. Don't want to miss it. Some of the region's finest beverage offerings are making their way to downtown Baldwin. For more details on this thirst-quenching event and a vendor list, visit baldwinrec.org. Tickets are limited, but they still have some left, so hurry, go get your tickets now before they sell out, because once all those tickets are gone, you're not going to be able to partake. So you'll want to do that. You get a free glass with that ticket as well. Go to Baldwin City Recreation Commission. You'll see them downtown, or go to baldwinrec.org. Purchase those tickets. It's all in conjunction with the 3rd annual Maple Leaf Gravel Grind, which is coming up this weekend as well, here on Saturday, October 23rd. So you can get registered for that if you haven't as well, and go out there and put your stamina to the test with the old gravel grind, something you will not catch me doing, because I would not make it. My legs would fall off, and I would be left on the side of the road to be picked up or devoured by whatever eats roadkill, because that would be me. That's not my game. You a biker?
Oh, not really.
No.
Well, more of a sitter.
Yeah. Hence the broadcasters.
Yeah.
We sit, we talk. All right, well, we are ready for this one between Baldwin and Spring Hill. Baldwin 11-3-1, as you can see there on the screen. Spring Hill 10-4, two really good teams. Two teams that have visions of postseason success on their mind, but both teams trying to put one more notch in their cap in this regular season in this ball game here today. So here we go. They start this ball game. They're going to kick it out of bounds, and that is in order to allow Michael Garber to get that start, and he'll get a standing O from his bench, all-league performer last year for the Bulldogs, and unfortunately a knee injury cost him this senior season. Has not been able to play at all this senior season, but he's going to get a nice warm embrace from his head coach, Matthew McCune, and hopefully a little bit of a positive moment in what's, I'm sure, been a tough year. Coming off an all-league season as a junior to not get to play then your senior season. But they will sub him out, and in comes Utah Hester to replace him. And we are underway here in Baldwin tonight in a very windy afternoon. 73 degrees, bright sunny skies, hardly a cloud, maybe a little tiny one here and there in the sky, but it is very windy. Winds right now steady around 15 miles per hour out of the south, and the gusting wind is gusting up to around 25 miles per hour right now. So it's coming from the south, which means it's a crosswind here on the pitch in Baldwin. Myself, not being a avid soccer player, unless you count fourth grade soccer back in the day, and of course you don't, I'm not sure what impact necessarily the wind will play in this match here today. Ryan, any thoughts on what impact this gusting 25-mile-per-hour wind could have on our match here this afternoon?
Well, I mean, obviously any sort of long balls that you try to play will probably be impacted by the wind a little bit. You got to judge that where it's going to come down. It's like you said, gusting. It's not just a regular breeze. It picks up every now and then. I would say the best thing, given our last broadcast, is there's no clouds in the sky, no lightning available.
That's right. Last time we were out here, they had the old lightning delay, and what ultimately ended up in a very good game for Baldwin. They picked up a 2-0 shutout victory over Lewisburg in that one. But, yeah, they had about close to probably an hour lightning delay that coincided, which it felt even longer because it coincided right with halftime as well. So
right.
You had that added time in there. But when it was all said and done, it was scoreless at the time, and then came back out of that lightning delay into the second half, and Baldwin put a pair of goals on the board to win that one 2-0 and a big victory over Lewisburg. So, yes, that should be a non-factor in this go-round, unless the wind really blows something in, which it's not expected to. So both these teams, as we mentioned in the open, have been very good defensively this year. They have both allowed just 1 goal per game across their season so far. Spring Hill averaging 2.5 goals per game, and for Baldwin, they're at 3 goals scored per game. But those numbers sort of get padded by the 10-0, 8-1 type games that you have. To get a couple of those mixed in on the year. Nice sliding tackle over on the far side as Baldwin takes possession back on that nice sliding tackle by Patterson. Wouldn't be surprised if we see this game decided by just a single goal, and perhaps even a late single goal. Talking with the head coaches prior to the game, they kind of thought that may be what we're in store for. Of course, they both say, well, we'd take a bunch of goals if they came just for our guys.
Right. That's usually the case, though, when you get a couple good, well, evenly matched teams.
Of course, that can all change if something happens early in a game and a goal scored early on that sort of forces somebody to pick up the intensity a little bit. But again, both teams very good defensively, so it's just hard to get clean looks, hard to get high percentage shots on goal without one of those fluky bounces or something of that nature, or maybe a penalty could open up an opportunity. Of course, some corner kicks could give a chance as well, but both teams very good at limiting those opportunities for their opponents as well. So here comes Baldwin on the attack now. The Bulldogs in their black uniforms here tonight on their senior night. This is Colin Ediger. And Caleb Carr came to get it. No foul on that as Carr got tripped up. Matthew McCune on the sideline, head coach for Baldwin, with his palms to the sky. He was thinking that perhaps there could have been a foul there, but no whistle on it. They play on. and is off of Spring Hill. TJ Randall, one of the slew of freshmen on this 10-win Spring Hill team. Here's McGinnis now on the run into the attacking zone. McGinnis tries to center it, deflects. Here comes the attack up from Colin Ediger, but underneath of it, sails it over the goal. Not a bad opportunity there for Baldwin. Again, in a game when you're not going to get a ton of clean looks, something like that is about as good as you can ask for.
Yeah, it's going to take something like that, or maybe a mistake from one of these teams to open it up. Like you said, very good defensively, very disciplined.
Perhaps the dog to get loose over here on the
right,
the east side. Little one out there walking the dog. They'll probably call it dead if that's the case. Here's a ball looking to get a through ball up to Randall, but played by Englert. Rolls it back out for Prather. Bruckner trying to enter it in. Stays in down there. The vantage point makes it a little tough on some of those balls down the end line. It's tough to see on this angle, we know, that whether it's still in play or not, but that'll be a throw in for Spring Hill. So a little more than 7 minutes into this opening half. It's a pretty physical start already. Yeah. We've seen a couple of guys knocked down to the grass, but letting them play.
It's also one of the interesting things early on in every soccer game is how the officials or the referees going to officiate things. Looks like early and be a little bit of a physical game.
Could sometimes lead to some frustrations later on in a game if you're getting bumped around all match long. Baldwin, can they get the counter here? Here's Carr. He leads the team in goals. Tries to get that through ball up there, and a diving save. Coming up is Otto Flack. Pretty good ball from Caleb Carr, trying to fit it up there to Bathke on that through ball, but just a little bit too far out in front.
Yeah, goalkeeper did well there, really quick off his line. Saw the danger, dealt with it early.
Prather, who has tremendous ball skills, one of the defenders for this Baldwin team. So here comes Baldwin again. Saved back in by Hopper. But nobody home to come and meet it for Baldwin. 9 minutes into the opening half. Nice touch for Spring Hill, trying to get it back. Now Randall with the shot, and a good defensive play by Prather. Helping out his goalkeeper, Engler, with a sliding stop to take it off the foot of TJ Randall. That was a really good look for Spring Hill. They don't officially get a shot off on goal because of the defense by Prather, but man, that was a great opportunity for the Broncos that goes by the wayside early on here.
That's a great job helping out your goalkeeper. The more block shots the defenders get, the happier goalkeepers usually are.
TJ Randall out. Ty Spiegelhalter comes in for Spring Hill. Right back out. Baldwin will throw in again. And this time we will get a foul call to push as Caleb Carr knocked Jake Rainforth down. Hester with a good header to get it out of there. And another whistle. Here's Prather. Sends it down the sideline. Nice ball to McGinnis and a sliding tackle to knock it out by Rainforth. Jake Rainforth, a freshman defender. Spring Hill soccer fans and those who have gone up against it know that Rainforth name. His older brother Jackson Rainforth, a senior all-leaguer, all-stater for the Broncos in years past. Graduated last year. In for Baldwin comes Ian Rimmer, sophomore. He's got 3 goals on the year. He comes in, will give Colin Ediger a breather. Good touch up to Carr. Couldn't quite control it on the foot.
Yeah, both teams right now just trying to feel out the opposing defense, see if there's any weaknesses they can exploit, but, man, there's not many.
Rimmer loses his footing, but plays it back to Prather, who tries to rifle one through to Carr and sent back out, so a throw in for the Bulldogs. Prather will throw it in. 2-time All-Stater. Martinez centers to Bruckner. Nobody there for that through ball. It rolls all the way in to the Bulldog goalkeeper, Engler. Good ball by Prather down the sideline. Rimmer will win the race to it. Can the Bulldogs make something happen here? Carr gets bumped to the ground. Too handsy was Parker Simon. So a free kick.
Really dangerous position here.
Yeah. Now he's kicking it directly into this gusting wind.
Try to just whip one in here, get it over that wall, and see if you can get a head on it.
So here comes Carr on the free kick. Good chance for the Bulldogs. Spins it into the box. It's loose. It's still loose. Trying for the bicycle. Hester can't connect on it. Good opportunity, but in the end, Spring Hill gets away with it. Now a bad pass gives the Bulldogs a chance to attack again. Carr tripped up once more. This time they say play on. Prather got a foot on it. Big collision. And they're going to just say play on, out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Baldwin. So again, physical start to this game.
Really strong, good goalkeeping on that free kick. Just being a brick wall, keeping it out. I'm not sure how he kept it out.
Carr will come out for a quick breather for Baldwin. Patterson has come in to replace him. Still scoreless. 15 minutes into this first half. Unofficially, I'd say the edge Baldwin so far in terms of possession and opportunities.
I would say that free kick then had a couple of good chances.
Spring Hill basically had the one opportunity down on their attacking half. But Devin Prather made a nice play, sliding in as the defender to make a play to keep a shot from even happening. That ball lost out of bounds off the foot.
I think they're going to call offsides
Bunker.
first.
Oh, they called offsides. Okay, so Baldwin gets possession back here with a little more than 23 minutes left in this first half. Kind of what we expected early on in this match between two defensive, impressive teams this year. Rimmer trying to judge there. We saw a little bit of that wind effect. Neither Rimmer nor Oberkrum could judge that ball very well. Russo tried to let that one sneak past and put the spin move on the defender. But Baldwin stays with it. Now here's McGinnis on the attack. Russo wins it back. Bruckner plays it all the way out to Jacob Bruckner. Caleb to Jacob Bruckner. Back across to Russo. Centered it up for Caleb Bruckner. Tries to enter one into the box. Engler out there to get it. No score in the first half. Baldwin and Spring Hill. Bulldogs have not defeated Spring Hill since 2012. And that was a quite significant victory for Baldwin. It was the region championship game that sent the Bulldogs into the state tournament back in 2012. A 1-0 victory over Spring Hill. Good ball up there into the box. Gave Baldwin an opportunity. Dylan Patterson, along with Ian Rimmer, were up there for the Bulldogs. Ends up out of bounds, and Bulldogs will throw it in on the sideline. Bathke will come out for a breather. Back in comes Colin Ediger.
We saw in that Lewisburg game some of those long throws come into effect. They created a goal off one, actually, so we'll see if they try that here.
Yeah, Prather very good. Again, he's throwing it right into that wind. Still able to throw it all the way to the center of the box. Patterson had it come down right at his foot, but can't get a kick on it.
That's a really good throw.
Yeah.
Anybody that's never tried to throw a soccer ball from over your head, it's not that easy. It's got to really create some torque.
Yeah, the good ones like Prather make it look so effortless to throw the ball as far as he did. Again, he's throwing that halfway across the pitch into a 25-mile-per-hour gusting wind.
Such like an unnatural motion, too, just taking it above your head.
Here's Prather clearing it for Baldwin. Right off the leg of his teammate Patterson. Throw in for Spring Hill. Good battle going down there between Jacob Campos of Spring Hill and Jesse Hopper of Baldwin, but eventually they call the foul on Hopper, so free kick coming up for Spring Hill. A little deeper, good angle, but quite a bit deeper than where we saw Carr get his kick from. Easy chance there for Engler. I say easy. I don't know if any such thing as easy chances with that ball bouncing up at you, but Engler able to scoop that Loose ball up. That one rides the wind on out of bounds into the Baldwin bench. We've reached the halfway point of this first half. Still scoreless between Baldwin and Spring Hill.
The Bulldogs just do such a good job of just closing guys down on defense, not giving them any time to think, find an open pass. Talk so much about their discipline. They stay where they're supposed to be position-wise, but they also close down really well. Not letting Spring Hill really get any sort of momentum, any sort of attack going.
In comes Eli Dick for Baldwin. He replaces Zane Pollock. Baldwin gets it back. Dick to Remmert, play back to Patterson. Outside, I was thinking maybe Hopper would make the run down the side. It's out of bounds. And substitutions for Spring Hill. Seth Lovett and Dominic Pemberton enter the Bronco lineup. Now Lovett, number 5 in white, who just came in. He's only a freshman. He is second on this team in goals with 6 this year. He and Rocco Russo, the top 2 goal scorers, but Lovett now takes the place of Russo. Up there as a forward for Spring Hill. Here's Dick, and he put it too far in front of him. Well, I don't know if you could hear him. We could hear him as soon as he made that first contact. Go, and he knew he had let it too far out there. Got the ball too far out in front of him, but Baldwin will look to create an opportunity here in the final 16 minutes of this first half, as once again they make a change. Wyatt Bathke comes back in, along with Charles Pittman. This is Lovett. Good defensive play, though. Once again, Baldwin takes away any opportunity that Spring Hill thought they might be getting. It was Boyle that made the play that time, senior Jack Boyle. Baldwin on the counter. Patterson in the middle of the field. Here he comes. Trying to go through on the right side. He had Ediger out there, but Spring Hill's defense wins the day there. Good job there, Lovett, to control that one. A through ball in, and there is a goal for Spring Hill on a beautiful pass by Seth Lovett. The freshman set it up for the run on the outside, coming from the left for the goal from Juan Diaz-Sands, just his second goal of the year.
That was really good control there. Just to be able to poke that ball through, give him kind of a one first time opportunity. Slid it right past the goalie.
A 25th minute goal for Juan Diaz-Sands on the assist by Lovett. And Spring Hill has taken the 1-0 lead in a game that we expected to be pretty low scoring. So now that the Broncos are on the board, of course, a lot of time left. Certainly not going to have to change up any type of strategy at this moment because Baldwin's had their chances. Although here's Lovett again, and it's taken right off his foot by Utah Hester. We'll see if Baldwin can find the equalizer before it gets late enough. They've got to switch up the tactics.
That was kind of the first time you saw the Baldwin defense break down a little bit, a little undisciplined, let a guy get in behind him. But that happens. Now you got to respond.
And you almost wonder if it was one of those where they kind of paused, took a breath a little bit, because that pass to Lovett was appeared to be so far behind him that it didn't. To me, it didn't look like he was going to have a chance to play it.
Yeah,
and yet,
really good control.
He somehow stuck his leg back behind him, and here comes Lovett again, trying to create. He was able to control it and then make the pass as well. It was a really good play by Lovett, who, since he has come in, he's been a little bit of a pest down there for Baldwin, because once again he was creating some offense there for Spring Hill. Certainly has provided a nice boost of energy off of the bench for Spring Hill. Not that they're surprised by that. Again, he is second of the team in goals this year, and that assist was his second of the season to set up the Juan Diaz-Sanz goal. And this ball right in the center comes right to that right foot of Ty Spiegelhalter, and he drills one home for Spring Hill. And now, all of a sudden, it's 2-0 Broncos. And now, if you're the Bulldogs, you got to start thinking about, we're going to have to do something here, because now it's a 2-goal lead just like that, and within 2 minutes of each other.
I mean, that was a rocket into the corner. Left the goalkeeper no chance at all. Another really nice hit. Now it's important, yeah, like you said, for the Bulldogs, you can't panic. It's still first half, but you got to start to try to push forward a little bit. The wingbacks maybe make a few more extra runs. Got to risk it a little bit. Try to get back into this.
And again, Baldwin's had some chances early on. It's not like they have been completely without opportunity. So I'm sure there's still some confidence with this Baldwin bunch, because, again, they had those opportunities early in this match to think that we're going to still have a couple more opportunities come our way before this one's over. But the difference now being, previously you hope to get some opportunities, you put it away, great. If not, well, we'll look for another one. Now it's you got to put them away when you get them now.
Yeah, exactly right. Give Spring Hill credit, though. That's what good teams do. Take advantage of just a little lapse, little mistakes here and there.
Hester knocks Lovett down to the turf. So Lovett a bit shaken up. Foul on Hester. Let's see, do they give him a card or?
I didn't see if he did or not.
He did now. He just did. So it's a yellow card for Utah Hester. Seth Lovett will come off the field for the moment, as will Hester. Hester subbed out for Francisco McGinnis. So a yellow card here in the 28th minute for Utah Hester.
Referee explaining he came from behind, got him. So warranted the yellow card. This is what you hope for, though, as kind of a neutral in any soccer game. Just some goals, make it interesting.
Englert able to punch that one away. Now Spiegelhalter, who has one goal already. I checked that. It was not Spiegelhalter. Yeah, it was. That was Spiegelhalter again, who has the previous goal. Not there for him that time, but Spring Hill, they've had a boost of confidence after two quick goals. 2 goals within 2 minutes of each other. For the first 25 minutes of this match, I would have given the edge opportunity-wise, possession time-wise to Baldwin, but 2 quick opportunities capitalized on by the Broncos. And they now lead it 2-0. Spiegelhalter to Bruckner. Back over to Spiegelhalter. Can't get that one centered. Knocked out by Jack Boyle.
Spring Hill does a really good job of pressing every time they lose the ball. Baldwin can't just get a quick outlet and up the wing. Doing a good job of not letting him do that.
Down to the knees to make the save. Englert trying to go quick on the counter. Caleb Carr settles it. A sliding tackle by Rocco Russo. Poked back. Baldwin got it right back with Bathke, but knocked out by Bruckner. So Baldwin will have to throw it in. Pollock returns for the Bulldogs, replacing Dick. And for Spring Hill, it looks like Randall has come back on, replacing Spiegelhalter.
This is where if you're Baldwin, obviously you're trying to score, but you might just want to kick it around, get everybody kind of a touch, get some confidence back going. They haven't been able to string passes together like they did those first 20, 25 minutes. Got 10 minutes left in the half now. Don't want to press, but you'd like to get at least a goal back maybe before halftime. Make it look a little bit better.
Spring Hill only allowing 1 goal per game this year. They are coming off of back-to-back shutout victories in their last 2. Of course, Spring Hill only allowing a goal per game as well. Now have surrendered 2 of them in this first half. On a windy afternoon here in Baldwin. Bruckner to Randall. Boyle gets it back for Baldwin and gets it out of bounds, so throw in for Spring Hill.
You can see just every time they lose possession, they're just right in the face of the Bulldogs. Nothing easy.
Bruckner trying to weave through defenders, gets knocked down. They play on. Bruckner crosses it all the way over. Trying to bring it back in, recenter it, but getting too much of that one was Dominic Pemberton. Trying to center a ball back with the wind, that 25 mile per hour gusting wind at your back. Requires some touch. Less than 8 minutes to go in the half. Pair of goals for Spring Hill coming just a couple of minutes apart. Ball lofted up into the box. Englert jumps up to grab a hold of it. Carr's through ball all the way back to Flack, the goalkeeper. Randall keeps it alive, gets past the defender, centers it back in there, but nobody's home for him. McGinnis was there for Baldwin, and he is twisted down by Bruckner, so a foul will give a free kick to Baldwin. 6.5 to play in the half. A 2-0 Spring Hill lead. A 25th minute goal from Juan Diaz Sands, and a 27th minute goal from Ty Spiegelhalter. And now a Bulldog assistant coach Ryan Cox has been given a yellow card. Ruckner. Outside Oberchrome. Trying to get one into the box. Martinez got a head on it but couldn't control it. Good control by Randall. Gets around Kuntz into the middle of the box, and another chance, but it's saved out of there after Englert had gone down. It left it into the hands of one of his defenders. It looked like it was Charles Pittman who was able to clear that ball for Baldwin, but a dangerous couple of seconds down there near the net again.
A huge play to clear that ball off the line, saving your goalkeeper, a third goal.
Yeah, 2's already a big enough task.
Yeah.
Cannot afford to.
I'd say 3's probably panic time.
Yeah, you can't afford to watch Spring Hill score another one here in this first half especially, but probably at any point at this juncture of the game with 4.5 to go in the first half, and Baldwin trying to battle back from down 2-0 right now.
Spring Hill's really gotten comfortable. I'm really impressed with the touch on their passes, just not letting Baldwin get even close to him.
Good move there by Carr. Good control with that ball. Looks to cross it over to the near side. Here comes Prather with a left-footed shot, but it's well off the mark.
Got to be careful if you're the Bulldogs not to let the frustration mount too much. Still got a lot of time left, a lot of chances that can put a good attack together. Like we mentioned, it's really going to hinge on whoever gets that next goal. If you go down 3-0, that's just confidence-wise a killer. But if you can pull one back the other way, then it's game on.
After the redirect, it's a race to the corner, and that ball is knocked out of there by Flack. Senior goalkeeper for Spring Hill. Coming up big on a couple of occasions. Haven't been many opportunities down there, but when the Bulldogs have gotten into position, Flack has turned them down. Rousseau chips it into the box. Waiting for it is Englert. Under 3 to go in the half. This is going to be a corner for Spring Hill. So the first corner of the game for either team. Jacob Campos will take this corner. And they'll just tap it to Bruckner. Dylan Patterson back in for Baldwin. Caleb Carr will come out for the final 120 of this half, extend his rest into halftime that way. Pollock can't get away from the double team as Randall comes out of there with it for Spring Hill. Ruckner trying to touch to Martinez. Patterson pokes it free for Baldwin. Hopper trying to make the long run for Baldwin. Able to get a foot on that one to try and center it back. But Flack there to scoop it up. Pretty good effort by Jesse Hopper, running the distance of the pitch that time to try to make something happen for Baldwin.
That's what's going to take for Baldwin. Somebody trying to make something happen. It's a really good job to get down there and whip one in, but nobody home.
Down to 20 seconds left in the half. Don't ease up down here, though, and give up something cheap late. They'll take the shot with the clock expiring, and that will end the first half. So, 2 goals within 2 minutes of each other for Spring Hill has given the Broncos a 2-0 lead on the road over the Baldwin Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout, come back and check that game recap for you on the halftime show, brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services and your Baldwin City Farm Bureau agent, Kelly Neufeld. That's next here on Baldwin Sports Live. It's 2-0 Spring Hill at the half.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back to Baldwin City on a windy, warm afternoon, and it is the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. There to help you protect what matters most, that's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how they can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future, at Farm Bureau Financial Services of Baldwin City. It is 2-0 here at the half in what was expected to be a defensive battle between these two teams here, and for the first 25 minutes of this game, that's what it was. But in the 25th minute, Juan Diaz-Sanz was the beneficiary of a beautiful pass from Seth Lovett, who set up his senior teammate for the go-ahead goal for the Broncos in the 25th minute. And then it was just 2 minutes later, on a ball that was sent on a cross into the box, it deflected away, and it deflected right onto the right foot of Ty Spiegelhalter, who buried one into the upper 90 in the right corner of the net. Really a no chance for a save on that one for Caden Englert as Spiegelhalter right in the middle of the box, right about the penalty kick spot. Just had it right there on his right foot with a clean look at it after the deflection. And he buried a second goal home for Spring Hill. And those 2 goals now have given the Broncos a 2-0 lead here at the half in this big matchup between 10-4 Spring Hill and 11-3-1 Baldwin. Both teams trying to keep garnering momentum towards the postseason. But it is Spring Hill that leads it on the road tonight, 2-0 at the half. More of the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right after this.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
Welcome back to the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. More than just insurance coverage, Farm Bureau is there to assist in your insurance, your investments, and your wealth management needs. Go see Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services in downtown Baldwin City, and they'll sit down with you to discuss your financial well-being and how Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you maintain where you're at and get further down that road where you want to be with your financial well-being. It's Kelly Neufeld and the crew at Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's 2-0 here in this game at the half. It is the final regular season game of the year for the Baldwin Bulldogs, who have put together a nice run. As you see what they've done this year, the loss to Gardner Edgerton back in early September, and then back-to-back losses to Lewisburg and Topeka Hayden there at the end of September and the first part of October. And the one tie, it was against Eudora, who is currently the team they are tied with atop the East Region standings in Class 4A right now. But other than that, 11 wins. They have won 3 in a row coming into play today. Here at home, they are 6-0-1 on the year, are the Baldwin Bulldogs. And when you look at those 4A standings, there's Baldwin and there's Eudora, both 11-3-1. And by virtue of their goals against, Baldwin has given up 18 fewer goals this year than Eudora. So, therefore, they are the 1 seed because they tie their head-to-head. Then it goes to the goals against number. So, Baldwin right now the 1 seed. If they'd fall in this game, though, today, which currently they trail 2-0, then a Eudora victory in their finale, which I believe is Thursday. Don't quote me on that one, but I think it's Thursday for Eudora. Eudora would then jump the Bulldogs and put Baldwin down into that number 2 spot. And then you got Lewisburg there, which I'm not sure if Lewisburg has another game. They could potentially, with a win, if they do, get to what would be an 11-4-1 mark to match Baldwin. They've split, so then you go to goals against, and you look at that. Lewisburg's only given up 15 goals this year, Baldwin 17. So anyway, they're still in the mix for that 1 through kind of 3 spot. Regardless of where they end up, 1, 2, 3, they're going to be in a good position heading into the postseason. They will like their spot that they're at, but certainly for the confidence and the just the bragging rights, if you will. It'd be nice to go in as that number 1 seed. And in order to do that, they're either going to have to come back from a 2-goal deficit here at halftime or hope that fortune favors them with Eudora's game later this week as well. But that will be next week, regionals either Monday or Tuesday. The bracket currently lists an either or, Monday or Tuesday. Probably just going to depend on the matchups, the teams, and when the schools decide when they want to play those. But it'll be next week anyway, Monday or Tuesday, when they'll play their regional, which again should be right here at home for Baldwin because they will be a top seed going into that. We'll close out the halftime show for you right after this. It's 2-0 here at the break as the Baldwin Bulldogs trail the Spring Hill Broncos. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent with a great company, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give them a call at 785-594-1055. They are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs there at Farm Bureau Financial Services, and they love to support you as well in your financial future. It's your future. Let's protect it at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. Start of the second half is next.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
2-0 Spring Hill on top of Baldwin. We are just underway here in the second half of our match tonight. 2 goals within a couple of minutes of each other for Spring Hill back in the first half, the 25th and 27th minute from Juan Diaz-Sanz and Ty Spiegelhalter. And so now in this second half, the Bulldogs going to have to pick it up a little bit and try to create some opportunities. Don't have anything to lose at this point.
Yeah, you got to try to find a way to get back into this game. You mentioned their home record, 6-0-1. There's got to be a little pride involved in that. Try to not lose a game at home during the regular season.
Yeah, and where they sit as we were looking at those standings, because of where they sit as far as the goals against they've allowed this year, even if they get super aggressive in the second half and allow Spring Hill to score a couple more, Spring Hill's not going to ever score enough to allow Eudora, who came into today having allowed 18 more goals on the year. So you're never going to reach that point. And then Lewisburg, if you look at them, who are just a game below them in the standings, they've allowed 2 fewer goals already. So even at this point, having allowed 2 in this one, now that's a 4-goal difference. And for Lewisburg, a team that's allowed 15 goals all season, you probably don't expect them to surrender more than 4 in their finale. So at this point, the goals against aren't really going to hurt you either. If you give up a couple of cheapies because you get a little aggressive, Bruckner on the shot there from Spring Hill, but saved by Englert.
I'll be interested to see if coaches want them to just play kind of an all-out attacking style, or if they want to keep things kind of under wraps a little bit, try to knock a goal back here and there. But like you said, there's no reason not to. Just go all out.
Baldwin controlled the early momentum of this game. They had the first couple of, what I would say, are real opportunities, but Spring Hill did not allow them to score on those opportunities, and then it just took a couple little windows for Spring Hill to take advantage. The Broncos did just that with 2 goals at the 25th and 27th minutes of that first half. So a 2-0 lead here in the second half. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing in Baldwin City. They're a fast-growing and family-owned company that specializes in CNC machining and fabrication of parts, components, and assemblies for a wide range of industries. Send the sales team an email at sales@riceprecision.com to get more information on how they can assist your manufacturing needs. And if you happen to be looking for some work as well, they're always looking to add talent to their roster. So give them a email to jobs@riceprecision.com. Inquire about opportunities. They're always hiring, always looking to add to their great family-owned company. Up to Russo. Behind Ruckner. He's able to control it. They call a handball there.
I think he was offsides that first through ball there.
You're right. Yep. My eyes never go over to the side ref over there, the side judge or whatever. I for whatever reason, I never look over there at them. They just blend in with the background to me, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes the ref gets caught not looking either. I think I heard the Baldwin bench kind of yelling at him, "It's offside, it's offside." And he goes, "Oh, okay."
Baldwin's had some frustration moments in this game. His physical start to this game caused a little frustration early on. A couple of yellow cards have been handed out to the Bulldogs on the playing pitch and over on the coaching sideline in this one. Of course, doesn't help that when you fall behind by 2 goals and you feel like everything just bounces against you all of a sudden. McGinnis lost control.
I mean, really, since those first kind of 20-25 minutes, Baldwin hasn't really put together any sort of attack that would make you think they're going to score.
Yeah, you're right. And part of that, perhaps, Spring Hill, I don't have a keen enough eye to be able to discern the difference, tactically with what Spring Hill's doing at this point relative to what they were doing in those first 15, 20 minutes or so, as this shot is wide of the mark. But pretty good opportunity there for Campos. But with a 2-goal lead, I'm sure Spring Hill is a little more cognizant now of the fact that, hey, we don't necessarily need to add anything more offensively. It'd be great if something falls into our lap, we get a counter opportunity to go down and score. But first and foremost at this point, we just need to make sure Baldwin doesn't score. And so they perhaps have made that a little tougher for Baldwin to get any opportunities that they seem to have early on.
Right, Spring Hill is going to be content to just kind of play this one out. I think more than anything, it's just been some heavy touches from Baldwin, not linking up very well with each other. It's one of those things that can just switch on and off, though. You get a couple nice passes, good move together, and the confidence comes back.
One guy who never seems to have a heavy touch is this guy right here, Devin Prather.
Yeah.
He is about as smooth as it gets handling the ball, and good tackle to come away with that ball by Rainforth. I couldn't tell. Looks like he kind of came up gimpy. Yeah, he's down on the knee now.
A really good sliding challenge, though.
Yeah, it was.
Prather.
Not an easy guy to take it away from. And Rainforth, you can
Still
see that
down.
he's down still, and they're going to stop play now. So they're going to take a look at Prather. We'll step aside here for a quick bit as they tend to him, and it is a 2-0 Spring Hill lead as they stop the clock with 31:58 left to play in this second half.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So Prather able to get, or not Prather, Rainforth. I was still thinking about the play that he made against Prather, but it's Rainforth, Jake Rainforth, freshman defender for Spring Hill, able to get up and walk off the field under his own power. So that is promising, but a little gingerly still. Spring Hill will have possession as we start it back up here with a little under 32 minutes left to play. A 2-0 Spring Hill lead. Goals from Juan Diaz-Sanz and Ty Spiegelhalter for Spring Hill. Offside. I thought I was watching the ref over there.
All right.
It's amazing. You watch and they tell you exactly what's going on, right? Who would have thought? Who knew that was what they did? Bruckner lost that one, but again, as you mentioned, Ryan, a chance really there for Baldwin, but just unable to get synced up there, and Eli Dick couldn't handle the quick pass from Ediger. Jacob Bruckner back to Caleb Bruckner. Across to Russo. Deflected by McGinnis. Bruckner settles it and brings it back out to Bruckner. Randall again. This is Jacob Bruckner. That one sails on him. Baldwin substitutions. In comes Nicholas Johnson and Braden Chappelle, both freshmen coming in for the first time today. Devin Prather coming out along with Colin Ediger, a couple of seniors coming off the pitch here for Baldwin with 30 minutes left to play, and the Bulldogs still trying to find their way back from a 2-0 deficit. A couple of first half goals for Spring Hill. Nobody home for Hopper. Bruckner to Bruckner to Bruckner. That was Martinez again. They got 3 Bruckners on the field right now, though, for Spring Hill. Martinez to Caleb Bruckner. Plays it back to Parker Simon. Now TJ Randall. And that is Dylan Kuntz who steps in to take it away for Baldwin. Now the freshman take it all the way up the field. Lays it out for another freshman, Nicholas Johnson.
Mentioned in the first half how Baldwin was closing down really well. It's kind of the script's kind of flipped a little bit, and Spring Hill's just not giving Baldwin any sort of time on the ball. Can hardly have a half second to think where you're going to pass it next. Got to give them a lot of credit. And that link-up play isn't there. It's going to probably take a moment or two of brilliance from either Prather, Caleb Carr, maybe somebody that is going to have to take matters into their own hands.
Both of those gentlemen currently on the sideline for Baldwin. You have to wonder maybe if there's a bit of a rest over result at a certain point kick in for Baldwin.
Right.
Again, not that this game doesn't have meaning, it certainly does, but there's a much bigger one coming up on Monday or Tuesday next week.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I don't know how their substitution strategy works, but this might be the last little break you see for Prather and Carr, try to get them out there rested. But eventually, like you're saying, you might just wave the white flag a little bit, live to fight another day.
Yeah, it's just kind of intriguing. Ricardo Jimenez, who now has come in as well. You got a couple of freshmen who have come on, guys who didn't play, who aren't regulars, in the mix for them. Again, we expected a tight one here and one that potentially was going to come right down to the wire, as the last several head-to-head matchups have between these two teams. Last year was a 2-1 overtime victory for Spring Hill, and that went all the way to the very end of the second overtime. It was a late penalty kick that gave Spring Hill that win, and the year prior, back in 19, it was a 1-0 Spring Hill victory. The Bulldogs haven't picked up a win against Spring Hill since 2012, when they defeated the Broncos in a regional championship to punch their ticket to the state tournament. And in that one, it was a 1-0 game. But 2 goals, 2 minutes apart. Back just past the midway point of the first half has been the difference so far, and perhaps all that Spring Hill will need to come up and pick up a road victory tonight. If it holds, it would be the first loss at home this year for Baldwin. It was 6-0-1 here on their home field. Spiegelhalter has 1 goal already. That one, a slide tackle by Hopper, knocks it out, but it will lead to a corner kick for Spring Hill. Play quickly to Bruckner. And another nice play by Hopper. Bruckner sets up Spiegelhalter. Doesn't fire away. Thought he might take a shot. Now it's Bruckner who does take the shot. It deflects off of Englert. Still loose after it goes off the sidebar twice.
My goodness.
It went off the goalpost there twice as Russo got a foot on it, and it went off the frame and then came right back, and Russo again almost had a chance. In the end, Baldwin dodges multiple bullets firing right there, and it remains 2-0.
I have no idea how that ball stayed out of the net. But a break for Baldwin, though.
Yeah.
That go down 3-0 like we mentioned earlier. That's tough.
Yeah, 3-0 is good night. 2-0 right now, and it's looking bleaker by the moment as that clock starts working against you, and you're down to 24 minutes left. Of course, it only took about 2 minutes of game time for Spring Hill to put 2 goals on the board. So you never know.
I think the way things are going, it's probably going to take somebody making a run in behind and a long ball to try to get in behind this Spring Hill defense. They're just not letting you link up with each other at all.
Hope that Spring Hill just kind of lets their guard down perhaps for a quick moment. Let somebody behind them. Russo leads the team in goals this year. Split defenders, but lost it on that dribble a little too far in front. Englert able to hop out there and get it. Dick can't win the run to that one. Winning it back is Chappelle, but just the passing has not been quite as on point in this second half, really since about the second half of the first half, if you will.
I think you got to credit Spring Hill for that.
Yep.
That's the way they're closing you down. You just don't have time to think.
Yeah, you can't really survey and really pick your spot on the pass. You kind of just have to flick it out there and hope where you think your guy is, kind of supposed to be, but yet don't really have a chance to take it all in and make that decision because of that Spring Hill pressure.
And the other thing is Spring Hill's really, obviously we don't know the exact possession, but they are controlling it most of the time. So when you're playing defense for this long, this stretch of periods that Baldwin is, kind of can get deflating and also tiring.
Yeah.
Chasing the ball around.
Yeah, you can run the same amount of distance as the offensive player, but when you're doing it as the defender, it always is a lot more energy expended to do it that way.
It's not nearly as fun when you don't have the ball.
No. Once again, Spring Hill just makes it tough for Baldwin to get any touches within any, reasonable distance to try to take a shot.
Spring Hill goalkeeper's not had a whole lot to do this half.
No, he's right now just chilling back in the corner of his net, getting some water. Otto Flack had to make a couple of saves early on, but since about the 20-minute mark of the first half, it's been pretty smooth sailing for Flack back at goal for Spring Hill. And Englert, meanwhile, has been put to the test on multiple occasions and twice beaten so far in this one. So it's 2-0 Spring Hill as we near the midway point of this second half.
You can see, I believe, both Prather and Carr there with a couple others getting ready to check back in. So maybe one last push coming for Baldwin.
That'll remain with Spring Hill. Centering pass, Hester knocks it free, but it comes right back out for an opportunity for Spring Hill, but didn't get a great contact there. As Juan Diaz-Sanz, who had the first goal of this game. Only his second goal of the year, but a big one here today. In fact, both goal scorers for Spring Hill today have picked up just their second on the year. Juan Diaz-Sanz and Ty Spiegelhalter. Russo floats one up into the box. 50-50 ball won by Kuntz for Baldwin. He gets knocked down as Campos gets it back for Spring Hill. Crossover to the right. Not there for Chappelle. Englert with a collision as he clears it out of there, colliding with his teammate Boyle and Diaz Sands. It's Spring Hill possession, and as Ryan mentioned, here comes those reinforcements back in for what needs to be a big final push. 18 minutes left. Prather, Patterson, Carr all come back in. Huntler Graham has come on for the first time as well with that group. Aiden Jamison also enters for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't get back into this game and tie it or win it, I'm just a big believer in kind of game-to-game momentum. You want to try to get something together, something going, get some confidence back, because that'd be a good result going into the next one. Even though Baldwin's still in a good position, like you mentioned, the 1 seed.
But like you mentioned, I mean the momentum, and they are going to be a 1, 2, 3 seed,
right.
But they're going to have a week off, almost 6 or 7 days, depending on. So that'll be nice from a rest perspective. Get a little of those aches and pains to kind of get back into the best shape you can be in for that playoff push. But at the same time, sitting on a week-long shutout loss isn't the greatest thing that you want to do either. So
it's important just to get something positive out of this.
It'd be a big tally if they could put a goal on the board here in these final 16-plus minutes. Englert has space.
I guess on the other hand, only giving up 2 goals to a really good Spring Hill team, you could spin that into a positive, but...
The eternal optimist.
Yep.
Ryan Hilmer, the name. You're a KU football fan, so you have to be an eternal optimist if you want to stay a fan
Born
of
that way.
Jayhawk football. Keep subjecting yourself to that. That was an unnecessary dig.
That was a ricochet shot to the Jayhawks.
They didn't deserve that.
Kick them while they're down.
Well, it's basketball season almost again,
right.
So Jayhawk fans will all be happy again. "15 minutes left to play." Baldwin looking for one final push here to try and get on the board, and who knows, maybe make something crazy happen in this final 15. Down 2-0. There you go, McGinnis wins the ball. You got some numbers. Here come the Bulldogs. Long ball up for Graham. And a good job by that back line of Spring Hill to deflect that one out of there. Zach Bruckner, only a freshman. They got a couple of starting freshmen on that back line for him, and he makes a nice play there. Charles Pittman back in, replaces Jack Boyle. Baldwin throw in. A little more than 14 minutes to play. Down 2-0 after a pair of first half goals for Spring Hill, just moments apart. A 25th minute goal from Juan Diaz Sands and a 27th minute goal from Ty Spiegelhalter. First corner of the day for Baldwin. Caleb Carr with a nice ball in there. Deflected towards the net, but nothing comes of it. Now whistle against Spring Hill. So perhaps an opportunity with a free kick for Baldwin. Devin Prather. Actually, no, it's going to be Hester. No, well, I can't tell. Hester and Prather are both over there.
If you can get some height on this and whip it in there, it might be an opportunity.
Prather fakes it. Hester then sends it back to Prather, and he misfires.
Really good set piece there. Just miskicked the cross.
Some of the Spring Hill guys are still a little upset about something. I think they may have thought that Prather was offside, perhaps. The center ref coming over to talk with the ref down there that would have made that call.
He just gave a card?
He gave a yellow card, but I'm not. It didn't seem to really be directed towards anybody in particular. Normally they make an effort to at least go, present that card to the player that.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Perhaps it's a team card.
Well, I suppose. Yeah. Not sure that it's going to impact the final result of this one tonight, but we will finish with the mystery unsolved. Just 12 minutes to go. Now or never time for Baldwin, trailing 2-0. Carr gets tripped up.
Game's getting a little chippy now.
Yeah, and that's the thing you hope it doesn't revert to here in these final 10-plus minutes.
Obviously, Baldwin a little frustrated right now. Been chasing the ball all game long. Haven't had many opportunities really at all in the second half or last 60 minutes, really.
Well, we mentioned it from the top. It started out as a pretty physical game, and it hasn't gotten out of hand by any stretch, but there's been a lot of bumping and some pushing and shoving as Huntler Graham had that ball fall right down onto his foot, had a chance.
That was a big opportunity.
But it looked like it almost surprised him just as much as it landed right there. It kind of just floated across the box right over top of everybody and got a touch on it, but didn't really get a strong kick on it. So nothing comes of it. Rocco Russo back the other way for Spring Hill. Utah Hester had a yellow card earlier. He's there defending him. Now Jesse Hopper comes to help out and takes it away. Carr battling Bruckner, gets past him and gets possession.
Nice.
Trying to set up Graham. But a good recovery. And Zach Bruckner has made a couple of nice defensive plays for Spring Hill today. Comes up with another one. Here's a nice cross through ball out to Dennis Martinez. He is not able to handle it cleanly, though. And check that. It was Jacob Campos, 10, not 20. Throw in. Baldwin will take possession on that illegal throw in. Some substitutions here late coming on for Baldwin. It's Ian Rimmer back in, and for Spring Hill, TJ Randall and Dennis Martinez return. 9.5 to play. Still 2-0 Spring Hill. All the goal scoring action as we have played now 71 minutes, and all the goal scoring action happened in a 2-minute span of time. 25th minute and 27th minute goal for Spring Hill. Carr and Bruckner continue to bang into each other, and a foul called on Bruckner. A little more than 8 minutes to play. Ball by Hester. Got it all the way down there, but right on the spot, Otto Flack. A few more subs coming for Baldwin. Jack Boyle returns along with Francisco McGinnis and Colin Ediger back on. Zane Pollock as well. Russo, I think, was wanting to cross for Randall, but didn't bend quite enough for him. Now here comes Baldwin back on the counter. It's Ediger who has it taken away by Bruckner. Randall. Cross into the box, a header by Russo. Saved by Englert. Back comes Prather. Russo with a physical challenge. And after all of that, it will lead to, I believe, a corner. So Devin Prather will take the corner kick for Baldwin with just under 6 minutes to play, trailing 2-0.
They're going to send all their taller guys, try to get a ball in there and see if you can't head one home.
McGinnis and Boyle both with pretty good size as they come down into the box now. Here's the corner from Prather. Just sailed over the head of it looked like Ediger. It was Ediger who was trying to head that one home, and now we'll get a corner kick from the other side. It'll be McGinnis who takes the corner this time. Randall takes it right off the chest. And a chance for a counter here for Spring Hill, but Jack Boyle gets it back for Baldwin. That was a nice shot. There's some hurdles on the outside of the track that circles the soccer field here, and they just sent that ball firing it out of play right off the hurdle. And some applause for a group of seniors coming off the field for the final time of the regular season here at home. It is senior night for the Bulldogs, and they're not going to get the result they were hoping for here on senior night, it doesn't appear like, with 4 minutes to go. But what a great season it's been, not only here on their home pitch, but for the season as a whole. 11-3-1. If this result holds, it'll be an 11-4-1 regular season finish for the Bulldogs, including a 6-1-1 mark here at home. And they will be off into the regionals, into postseason, where they're going to be a 1 or 2 seed, it looks like, and a chance to make a nice run in the 4A postseason. One final run here for Rocco Russo, and he misfires with a little off foot that time, just tried to flick that one home. Not a bad effort by Russo, but in the end it remains 2-0 with just under 3 minutes left to play. Ricardo Jimenez has come back in for Baldwin, also entering. They threw a wild card on me here. They don't have 19 listed on the varsity roster here.
Didn't catch a name, I'm sorry.
No, I don't think they said one, but I'm out of luck on that one. Two minutes left to play. Randall stops, thought about firing it, instead plays it back to Martinez. He's able to kind of get a half-hearted effort off on that shot. Englert there for the save. It's going to be a throw-in for Spring Hill as we track down towards the 1 minute mark in this second half. All the way back into Englert. Good job controlling there by Dick. Able to set it up now for Chappelle. Cross deflected away. Not a bad little run at it here in this final minute. Didn't get the shot away, but had some better touches at least that time. So here we go. Last hurrah. Final 10 seconds. Braden Chappelle with a free kick.
How's it go? Why not?
That's right. Give it a go, and that's going to give us the go. 2-0 the final as Spring Hill comes on the road and hands Baldwin their first home loss of the year in their regular season finale here on senior night. 2-0 Spring Hill over Baldwin. We're back to wrap it all up for you on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show right after this.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality, with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic. When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Welcome to the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show. We are final here tonight as the Spring Hill Broncos come on the road and defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs 2-0. The final in this one, as the game was decided in a matter of 2 minutes' time, really, back at the first half. It was scoreless to the first 25 minutes, then a 25th minute goal from Juan Diaz-Sanz, assisted by Seth Levitt, and then 2 minutes later, in the 27th minute, a Ty Spiegelhalter goal for Spring Hill gave them a little cushion, but they wouldn't even need that cushion as they shut out the Bulldogs, and Spring Hill wins this one 2-0, their third consecutive shutout victory, and the Broncos finished the year 11-4. I shouldn't say finished the year. They got one more game, I guess. They played DeSoto at home on Thursday. But they're 11-4 now, and the Baldwin Bulldogs will close out their regular season at 11-4-1, suffering their first home loss of the year. They were 6-0-1 here at home prior to, but they fall tonight 2-0. The final ends a 3-game winning streak for the Bulldogs. They will head into the postseason, though, with the either top or one of the top 2 or 3 seeds in the East region. It's possible they'll still have the number 1 overall seed in the east side of Class 4A in the state playoffs, depending on the final result for Eudora in their final game, which I think is Thursday. I don't think they're playing tonight. I think it's Thursday because they played last night as well, so I think they play again on Thursday. But regardless, the Bulldogs are going to be in a good position going into the postseason. We'll see who the opponent is for them. That'll take place, that regionals for them next Monday or Tuesday. All right, well, this one's final. That means it's time to talk about our elite performance tonight. Brought to you by Elite Chiropractic. For elite performance, you need elite care. Dr. Ethan James can keep your body in peak condition with the most up-to-date and effective adjusting techniques. Treatments for all ages and for all kinds of issues. You might have a sports injury. You might have hurt your back moving. You might just have some general wellness issues you want to help get fixed, and Dr. Ethan James is the go-to guy for it. Go see him at Elite Chiropractic to get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make an appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic. We're going to give it to the entire senior group tonight as our elite performance, not just for tonight, but for this season. A 6-1-1 mark here at home. Back-to-back now 11-win seasons for the Bulldogs, and this senior group not done. They've got a chance to make a nice run in the postseason. So our elite performance to this group of seniors: Devin Prather, Colin Ediger, Wyatt Bathke, Zane Pollock, Charles Pittman, Jack Boyle and Francisco McGinnis, and also to Michael Garber, their honorary starter tonight, who has been out all year with the injury, but part of this senior class on this soccer program as well. They are tonight's elite performers, brought to you by Elite Chiropractic. 2-0 our final in this one. Thanks so much for joining us here from a windy Baldwin City this evening, where the Spring Hill Broncos defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs. 2-0 the final for Ryan Hilmer. I'm Bryce Kessler. You've been watching Bulldog Soccer on Baldwin Sports Live. Tune in on Friday night as the Baldwin Bulldogs take on the Osawatomie Trojans on the road. Week 8 of the high school football season. Osawatomie 0-7, Baldwin 0-6. Something's got to give. Somebody's walking out on those Friday night lights with their first win of the year. Come Friday night, we'll have the game for you right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Pre-game coverage at 6:40. Kickoff 7 o'clock with Ryan and myself coming up on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. We'll see you Friday here on Baldwin Sports Live.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.